Okay, hey y'all, I'm back. I thought I was done, but I'm not. Okay, Holy Spirit, help me bring the words together. Um, don't be afraid and don't fret. He's not going to move without you. Dang. Why you? He's not going to move without you. Y'all are connected. Um, don't be afraid to tell anybody that y'all are connected either. Don't worry, just be. That's something that I had to learn. Like, Lord, how's it gonna happen? How's it gonna work? Just be in the moment with God. Like, I had to learn to literally give him all of my ideas and things that I imagine. Because if not, you expect it to come a certain way and it don't come like that. And you be sitting there stuck, like, not appreciating the way he's gonna bring it forth. If that makes sense. Um, he just keeps saying that he's not gonna move without you. He's not gonna move without you. I don't know who that's for besides myself. But he's not gonna move without you. They're not going to move without you. They're not going to leave without you. Y'all are connected for a reason. And I know for if you're on here with me, then you know that you and your spouse is connected with everything. So it's like that dream that thank you, Spirit. That dream that I had him released in the video called Two Better Than One, which I'm gonna go back and watch that after this. I'm pretty sure I watched it like not that long ago. I'm gonna go watch it again. Um, the things that you have the desire for, God gave you the desire for that. But for those of us who this is for, it's a select few. You and your spouse are connected, so which means they can't get certain promises. You can get certain promises unless you and your spouse is on one accord. And God is doing that. He is breaking it down to where y'all on one accord. I don't know if I share this or not, but He's bringing it back. Actually, I did. In the word that I released called "The Dangers of Impatience," I kind of touched on it, but there's some things I didn't. I don't think I touched on, but he's bringing it back. So, um, okay, Holy Spirit, where do I start? Okay, there are certain things that God had promised me, told me was gonna happen, and I was looking at God, and then I started looking down, and after I started looking down, I got impatient. And after getting impatient, it was like, okay, well, Lord, when is all this happening? But he was like, you were on the right track. Like, you just got impatient. Just stay with me. I'm like, okay, Lord, you're right. But it also came from, I'm like, well, how is it going to happen? How is it going to happen? How is it going to happen? And just be. Like, be with him in the moment. Go read a book with him. Take a walk with him. Go watch a movie with him. Be with him in the moment, because I'm realizing that even though I want to get up every day and do this, that this is also my time for rest. Because I physically, myself, personally, have not worked since May or June, but I did. I said, girl, I need a break. I can't do it. I can't do it. And he allowed me that because I know when he's told me that when I'm walking, but that he's taking me into, I'm not gonna have time like this to just rest. For if I want to sit in the bed all day, I can sit in my bed all day. If I want to spend all day with him, which I do anyways, doing different things, I can't do that all day because I have responsibilities as a wife and entrepreneur and things like that. To just be like, if he has you preparing, then prepare, but don't let the preparation get in front of your rest. And that's something that I still am learning and has to learn. I'm like, okay, I'm preparing. And I get overwhelmed, I'm like, let me take a step back and kind of just be. Peace be still. Let me just sit down for a second. Okay, Holy Spirit, thank you. I'm getting back on that. So yeah, where you are, whoever this is for, besides myself, God was telling me like I was asking for insight. I was like, okay, Lord, I need insight. Like, help me to see different perspective other than my own. And um, I asked, and He surely delivered. He was just telling me like, you are where you need to be. This was not this was not that long ago. Um, this was not that long ago, actually. What day was this? Um, the 24th of August. So literally not that long ago. And like I said, I asked, he delivered on insight and was like, where you are right now is where I need you to be. And he was basically like, he was telling me like, I'm bringing your spouse to where you're at. Like, y'all aren't gonna move without each other. Cause for me, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, certain things I've been praying for my whole life since 2019 that I didn't understand before this whole kingdom marriage season, that was connected to my spouse. And it literally was not until I got with this man and that God was working through both of us that God gave us the desire for certain dreams and aspects and goals. And it still wasn't until I was really walking with God that I understood that unless me and this man are on one accord, they're not going to come to fruition. And me and him would both try to do things. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and go for it. And it's not going nowhere. I'm talking like plans are immaculate. Okay, like plans are well thought out, immaculate. And it was not getting nowhere. Not getting nowhere. And so in that dream, I think at that point in time, I was still like, okay, Lord, like I'm ready to move. I'm ready to go. And God was like, no, there's order. There is a whole order I'm doing. And for me, I have to surrender a lot because my spouse wasn't around for a minute, so I had to rely on just myself. And he was like, nope. So I'm in a season where I'm totally dependent on God right now. Totally. Like I said, we in Job seasons, we moving to Esther's. Well, we already in Esther season, right? And God was like, no, like I'm doing a whole order. Like you're not moving out of order. But I promise you, it was not until I just sit down and like talk to him. It was like, okay, Lord, give me some. I need some insight. Like, Lord, talk to me. I'm not getting it. And he was telling me like, because of your obedience. Oh, okay. Obedience is everything. Obedience is every freaking thing. Because God literally told me, He said, because of your obedience, because literally after He had told me I was impatient, I repented and was back on track immediately. And literally immediately the transformation came after that. So I was like, you know, Lord, I'm sorry. I repent. Forgive me for being impatient with you. Forgive me for not looking at you. Forgive me. And literally, like that's when I told you. I think I told you that he gave me the visual with the tree. How on one side there's a big old tree in the front yard, and he was telling me to pay attention. So I'm like, okay, Lord, I'm paying attention. And on one side of the tree, a leaf fell off. Mind you, the tree is green. Okay, green, right? One side of the tree, a brown leaf fell off. Other side of the tree, two leaves fell off faster than the one on this side did. I'm like, okay, Lord. So for me, automatically, I was like, okay, Lord. So it's coming off me, coming off my spouse. Amazing, great. But God told me, He said, because of your obedience, I'm breaking off things off your spouse twice as much, twice as fast. Because I was obedient. So I don't know who needed to hear that, but it's okay that y'all are connected. It's okay that certain things you don't are not yet manifesting in the earthly realm because because y'all are connected. That's okay. That is perfectly okay. That's that's fine. Don't let certain things, people make you feel like it's not okay. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, I don't know where he was going with this, but yeah, it's like Adam and Eve, where Adam had a job to do, right? And as the man, that was his job. He was naming animals, and it wasn't until then that he added Eve, and Eve helped him, and they just spent their time together, like that. Your spouse got a job to do, and I don't know about y'all, but I really want my spouse when we're on one accord and we're on the same page, because if not, it ain't gonna be right. Um, but yeah, there's also a very sweet balance to everything. Everything has a sweet balance. Everything, everything. Um, so if I did know, I don't know why it's telling me to talk about this, but if I did know, I have a tattoo on my right forearm. I can't really see it all the way, but it's two koi fish and cherry blossoms. And koi fish represent perseverance, determination, strength, bravery, courageousness. And when I first got the tattoo, it was just two regular koi fish, right? But when the man was done, I noticed that he made the koi fish balanced out. So one koi fish is dark with white spots. One koi fish is white with dark spots. And God was showing me, he was like, that's you and your spouse. There's a balance. So, of course, I'm just speaking in my own terms. I know that if I'm moving without him, I'm balanced. I'm unbalanced. If he's moving without me, he's unbalanced. So we have to be in balance with each other, not up, not down, but in balance with God right in the center for this to work out. So yeah, you're exactly where you need to be. I don't know who needed that, but you just keep saying balance, balance, balance. But yeah. And if anything, get balanced on your end. What is he having you do on your end? So when your spouse comes, y'all's like, boom, okay, now we can go forth from here. Yeah. But that's all that I have right now, y'all. God is definitely moving. Things are moving, doors are opening. Okay. What he's promised is already yours. So don't think that it's not yours, because it's already yours. Every blessing that he gives us was already in heaven, sitting and waiting. That he will ever give us is already sitting. It already belongs to us. So we are seated in the high places with him. So we are a child of the Most High. Don't forget that. He takes care of us. He loves us. He adores us. Yeah, I think that's all that he wants me to say. So he keeps just highlighting balance, balance, balance. So I don't know who this is for, but yeah, that's all I have for right now. I'm about to go get my praise and worship on, and I will see y'all later. Bye.